Yes, so good afternoon everyone, and thank you for joining us at Bristol Airport BRS this pretty much afternoon now. So we're here for a couple of hours just to capture the rush hour jet. So we've got well, we're expecting quite a few arrivals now during this time, and then quite a few departures. Obviously we picked the same time as last time, as it does seem to be the more busier spot of action here at Bristol Airport. But I'll give you a weather update in a moment. Just going to watch this EasyJet A321neo being moved to the gate area after being worked on at one of the stands here at Bristol Airport. So runway 09 in action today at Bristol Airport. So some nice and close-up arrivals and departures. We get some taxiing action as well on the from the taxiway on the opposite side. So we'll see that, which will be great, of course. But just waiting for the inbound A319. That's going to be an EasyJet aircraft from Murcia on its 2 hour and 22 minute long journey. That's registered Golf Echo Zulu Alpha and Oscar. So as I said, the A319 now on finals. Pretty windy here. A weather report obviously after this A319. Airbus A319. So a nice smooth touchdown there from the EasyJet A319. Obviously EasyJet sort of dominating Bristol Airport, as well as aircrafts such as TUI, Jet2 and Ryanair. But today we'll be seeing a Danish Danish airline transportation jet, and that'll be the ATR 72500 later on in the stream. That's going to be operating on behalf of Aer Lingus. But yes, I'll read the chat now. So everything RC, good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us once again. Obviously another Bristol Airport live stream. I mean, we do love coming here, and have sort of improved the spots for us plane spotters, and they'll be in action very, very soon. And Abraham Parks, thanks also for joining us. Hope you're doing very well. Aidan Kelly, good afternoon to you. Also joining us, one of our loyal members. Thank you so much, Aidan. And then Rubio 901, good morning. I think it might be morning over in Mexico City, I'm not too sure, but either way, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. So we'll focus on the parked jet. That's right over there. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Most likely just parked the gate area, ready to depart later on. But yeah, so Abraham asking or saying, where have you been, Danny? We miss your streams. Well, so far, obviously exam period for me, which I'll touch upon later in this stream. So obviously I've got exams going on, so I got to be doing some revision. So obviously doing the usual weekly stream, so that's once a week on the weekends. Obviously back here on a Saturday, which is it is great to be here, of course, but obviously during June, sort of midway, we're planning on going 3 times a week. Obviously we've got to sort out the schedule then, so after all of the exams are done, it would be good to go spotting as much as possible. But yeah, we're here now, of course, and thank you for joining. And Michael, good afternoon to you, saying oh, from a cold and cloudy Melbourne. Well, I must say it is pretty warm here at Bristol Airport. I must say it's about 20 degrees, at least it was saying on the forecast. I'm not quite sure what it actually is, which I will check in a minute. But saying that Qantas announced yesterday that they'll wet lease 2 Finnair A330s from October and dry lease them for 2025. Well, that's well, I mean, that's going on with Aer Lingus and the ATR 72s that they're operating on behalf of Dutch Aviation Transportation. Well, that is pretty interesting, I must say. It's a shame that Qantas don't operate here at Bristol Airport, but planning on doing Heathrow at some point. Not too sure when that is. Obviously we haven't got the best spot for 09 left action, which has been the runway in use for the past couple of weeks. So obviously we need the runways to be about, well, to be 27 right and 27 left in operation, and then as soon as those are the runways in use, we'll be back at Heathrow, hopefully catching the Qantas jets. Obviously Qantas operating the 787 and the A380 at London Heathrow, which is great. Obviously I think the 787s arrives at Heathrow about 5:25, and then the Qantas A380 sort of has mixed times, I must say. They're usually scheduled at 6:45, but yeah, they're not doing the best in terms of delays. And yes, so just looking at flight radar now, we've got, let's see, that's 2 jets making their way over to Bristol Airport, 1 on finals, and that's the Jet 2 737-800 from Ibiza, and that's on its 2-hour-long journey, registered Golf Juliet Zulu Hotel Lima. So we'll watch that approach in a minute. Just gonna wait for it to get a bit close. Obviously, just due to the sun, the camera's having a bit of a difficult time when focusing on the jets. But 2-hour-long journey for the 737-800, and then we've got an Airbus aircraft, and that's going to be operated by EasyJet, that is. And yes, so before this arrival, we've got a weather report for you all. So obviously during the streams we like to keep our viewers updated in terms of the weather we're experiencing at Bristol Airport. So currently we've got 15-degree weather with clear skies. We've got wind of 9 knots per hour blowing in the northeastern direction. We've got visibility of 10 kilometers plus and no ceiling of clouds. So we're going to be watching a nice and smooth close-up here at Bristol Airport with lots to see. Obviously that's supposed to, well, in terms of temperature, it's supposed to rise very soon. Scheduled to be 20 degrees in fact. But the arriving Jet 2, And so Cookie Monster 65, good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing very well. Thanks for joining us in Bristol Airport. Hope you enjoy the action. So it must be a change from the from the Jetsstars and the Qantas jets that you're probably experiencing at well, over in Australia or Brisbane. But the Jet 737-800 with a decent landing.
Yeah, like right in the middle of it.
Yeah, but I can see. Whoa, that was perfect.
That was actually best shot.
That was the best landing in performance. I think the hardest one was that two. Was the first two. That was hard. Yeah, there is, yeah, I can see it.
As you can see off the reflections of the jet, it's nice and sunny today at Bristol Airport. As soon as I saw it was scheduled to be 20 degrees, I was a bit confused. It was almost as if I was reading the weather reports from a different country, because it's never usually this warm in the UK. But I mean, obviously we are blessed with some great weather today, and we thought we'd come down to Bristol and capture all of the aviation action, of course. We'll watch the Jet 737-800 as it pulls into the gate area. And nicely done there from the pilots on board this A320-200, which has just arrived from Nice. That's the EasyJet A320-200 registered Golf Echo Zulu Tango Juliet. So a total flight time of 1 hour and 37 minutes, if I read that right on Flight Radar. So a couple of jets now on the ground at Bristol Airport, but it is going to get full very soon. Obviously now at Bristol Airport we've got the arriving, the arriving period, and then as soon as pretty much all of the gates and stands are full, we'll have a couple of departing jets, and then we'll have loads of departing traffic. So coming very soon is the Jet 737-800 from Heathrow, which will give you information as that jet sort of gets closer, or almost to its final approach. But that's going to be inbound very soon, as well as a couple more jets, which in fact I'll check the schedule for it. Well, I do my research, Cookie Monster. I know Jetstar and Qantas dominate the aviation action over in Australia. Apart from that, I don't really know too many more, other than those two airliners that I'd listed. And so just waiting for the next couple of jets at Bristol Airport. Just enjoying the warm weather, of course. We'll just focus on the two park jets, the Jet 2 737-800 and then the TUI. I think that's the Max 8 jet. And so just checking the arrivals and departure schedule, I'll list out the jets. Yeah, I'll list out the jets that we're supposed to be seeing very, very soon. So we'll start off with the arrivals. And yes, so 20 past is the Jet 2 737-800. That's got a 5-minute delay, obviously set to arrive at 15 past, but it is nearing the airport now, so we'll see that very soon. Then we were supposed to have a EasyJet A320-200, and that was supposed to arrive at 2:15. Not 2:15, sorry, that's 12:15. That's with a delay of about 15 minutes. In fact, it's 20 minutes delay now. It's just updated. Then one of the TUI jets had arrived early, which is quite rare at Bristol Airport, I must say. I mean, usually when we're spotting the jet, not Jet 2, the TUI jets, they usually are suffering from a 30-minute delay, which is obviously not the best for the passengers on board, but I guess it is what it is. Then we're supposed to see a let's see, that's the EasyJet A319 from Toulouse. That's in 10 minutes time, and then the ATR 72-500 at 1:45. So those are arrivals. You've got many more. I'm obviously not going to list them all, so there's quite a few, but we've got a prop plane not picking up on flight radar, but he is on the runway. That's for departure. And the aircraft so small that it only needs about a quarter of the runway, not even that. But you can see there, all the way down the runway there, that's 094 departure. And so on to departures, the departure schedule at Bristol Airport. So we've got at past an A320 departing very soon. That's going to be an A320. And then at 25 past, we'll have an EasyJet A320 Neo from Glasgow, or departing to Glasgow. Obviously, not going to focus on the prop planes too much. See, they are pretty small and relatively hard to see when they're at quite a distance away. And then an A320 departing to Belfast very soon, as well as one, in fact, an A319 to Heathrow. It's got quite a couple of jets set to be moving at Bristol Airport. Yes, so sorry about that. My chat was simply not updating, so I'm aware that we've missed a few comments, so we'll get to them now. So Tim, good afternoon, thanks for joining us, one of our amazing moderators. Luke Thomas, good afternoon to you. Enjoying the views at Bristol Airport as well, that's fantastic. And then we've got Abraham Parks, so good morning to you. Cookie Monster, saying that he's not flown Jetstar. low-cost airline who don't care about. Yeah, that sounds pretty similar to Ryanair, and then Wizz, obviously two budget airlines that dominate the aviation action in the UK. And Philippe Frederick, good afternoon to you, watching over in Kenya. Thanks for joining us. Glad you're enjoying the stream. We'll be at Heathrow at some point, obviously waiting for the runways to switch over to runway 27 action, but that's all due to the wind. Obviously now it's now we can see runway 09 in use. It's a bit of a shame for us. Obviously we don't have the best view, but when we will be back at London Heathrow, we capture some Kenya Airways 787s, which would be fantastic. So we hope to see you during one of our Heathrow streams. But just waiting on the Jet 2 737-800. And Tim, I mean, it's nice to be here back at Bristol Airport. I don't know if you heard, but during the mid-June period we'll be streaming, or hoping to stream, about 2 to 3 times weekly. Obviously right now we've got exams going on, so we're only doing one stream weekly. But that's going to be upped very, very soon. But yeah, generally it is great to be back at Bristol Airport. Obviously not the usual London Heathrow stream, but obviously a bit more local now. And Ken Finch, good afternoon, thanks for joining our stream at Bristol Airport. Hope you're doing very well, Ken. It's been a long time, but yeah, generally we hope you're doing very well and enjoying the views over at Bristol Airport. Oh, we've got the Jet 2. I think it's a Jet 2, in fact. I'm not too sure. Let's check. Oh, we'll get to the aircraft information in a bit. Just watch the arrival. And yeah, so it was the Jet 2 737-800, and this one arrived from Faro, registered Golf Juliet Zulu Hotel Yankee. And we've got 3 arrivals inbound at runway 09 operations. So first up we'll have the EasyJet A319 from Toulouse, then we'll have the Ryanair 737-800 from Budapest, and the EasyJet A320-200 from Venice. So a couple of jets now set to be seen at Bristol Airport. Obviously the traffic ramping up now. It's supposed to. Obviously that's why we picked this time. Yeah, Tim, it was a late decision for us to come over to Bristol Airport. I mean, we were looking at our options. We were looking at doing a Luton stream, but we switched our minds over to Bristol Airport. Obviously, Luton not too busy with the action today, so you know, we thought we may as well just go local and come back to Bristol. prop plane there. That's going to be for departure, I believe. But it doesn't seem like you'll be departing just yet. Obviously, you've got an arrival inbound, so that's going to be, let's see, just checking now. So that's going to be the EasyJet A319 arriving from Toulouse on this 1 hour and 25 minute long journey. That's going to be registered Oscar Echo Lima Quebec Juliet. So just talking about EasyJet dominating the traffic at Bristol Airport, and I mean, this is truly why you've got EasyJet after EasyJet. But in fact, we're just going to wait for that EasyJet A319 to get a bit closer. We'll watch the Jet2 737-800. That's turning into the gate area, so about 45-minute wait until the Jet2 737s are back in the air. And well, in fact, that's going to be for every 737 that's operated here at Bristol Airport. It takes about 45 minutes to receive all of the necessary maintenance works and cleaning and all of that stuff, all of the ground crew jobs. But yes, so the A319. Nice and smooth touched on there from the EasyJet A319. Yeah, props to the pilots on board that jet. I'm sure the passengers are going to be nice and happy with that landing. Obviously, the traffic at Bristol Airport are ramping up quite a bit now, I must say. So we've got 3 aircraft. That's well, in fact, that's more than 3 now. So 1, 2. So that's 4 jets that are set to arrive at Bristol Airport very soon. They're all about 10 minutes out. One being 1 minute out, and they see Ryanair 737-800 from Budapest. And yeah, so everything RC saying it looks so quiet and empty compared to when you're inside the airport. Well, as of now, it is pretty empty, I must say. Obviously, the traffic is ramping up, so what's going to happen at Bristol Airport is all of the jets are going to arrive, so it's the arriving period. Then once all of the gates and stands are full, they'll be off to depart very soon. But yeah, obviously, as of now, it is not too busy. You've got 3 jets over there. You've got 1 TUI jet and then 1 EasyJet. What's that? It's an A320, I think that is. But the ATC tower there, air traffic control tower, managing all of the traffic and movements at Bristol Airport. In fact, the Ryanair 737-800 now in sight. We'll focus on that. And yes, so sorry about that. So the info on that jet. So that was the Ryanair 737-800 registered Echo India Echo November Papa, which is seen right there. And then I'm not sure if you saw that, but in that shot of the Ryanair, well, in the shot of that Ryanair not A3, sorry, 737. I can't speak today. You could tell that we've taken a bit of a break, but yeah. So in the shot of that arrival of the Ryanair 737-800, you could see a jet. It was also making its approach into Bristol runway 09. And yeah, so Tim saying the colour is very vivid and vivid again. Danny, fabulous stuff. Well, we're working on the colour adjustments just before the stream had started, and I mean it does do us well when it's nice and sunny at Bristol. Obviously, the camera responds very well to the sun. Obviously, there is sometimes where the glare is a bit too much for the camera to handle when focusing on the jets, but as of now, it does look nice. But yeah, glad you're enjoying it so far. Might need to do some camera adjustments, so give me a minute. Yes, so there is the Ryanair 737-800 back into the gate area. So we've had two prop planes depart, obviously not focusing on them, but it was some of the actions at Bristol. And now we've got the approach of a jet very soon. And yes, so Zaid saying, does anyone know why they are building a second fence? So that's going to be because of the solar panels that are being installed here at Bristol Airport to help with the energy, of course. I guess that's what the solar panels are there for. So they're sort of a method of protecting them, I guess. But they've destroyed all of the hedges here at Bristol, so they've made it nice for all of the plane spotters to come here and spot the jets. But yeah, just for protection in terms of the solar panels that are being placed now. Yeah, so Tim's saying the last couple of streams have looked excellent. Yeah, I think it's all due to the sun. I think obviously it pops the the camera pops the reflections of the jet, and so it does look nice and vivid, and it's something I like to see. But obviously when it's cloudy and gloomy as it usually is in the United Kingdom, obviously it doesn't look as good as it should be. But you can see there the jet that just arrived. I don't know if I gave any info on that, but we'll touch upon that now. Let me find it on the map. Okay, so that was the EasyJet A320-200 arriving from Venice. So that's registered Golf Echo Zulu Whiskey Hotel. So that's going to be returning to the gate. We've got a small prop plane, a prop engined plane that is also going to be departing very soon. I think he's waiting for the next arrival, which is very close, and that's going to be the EasyJet A320neo. That's going to be arriving from Rome on its 2 hour and 7 minute long journey, and that's going to be registered Golf Uniform Zulu Lima Alpha. So if you're a moderator and watching the stream, you can go ahead and use the EasyJet and the A320neo stickers if you so wish to. It comes as a perk for being a member of the channel. So big thank you to you all. obviously members as well for supporting the channel. But generally a big thank you to everyone that's joining us at Bristol, and to everyone that's subscribed and liked and obviously supported the channel in some way. But yeah, it seems like another A320neo, I think that is at least, and that's going to be for departure. And yes, so Doris, good afternoon to you. Zaid saying, oh, interesting, yeah, thanks, because I visited it before. Yeah, just all due to the solar panels which Bristol Airport are installing. But yeah, so 2 jets taxiing for departure, and 1 arriving. And a relatively bumpy landing there from the A320neo operated by EasyJet. You can see they're touching the left main gear first before landing on the other 2. But that's slowing down now, and then we should see, oh, we got a departure it seems before any of the other traffic. That's also an EasyJet A320neo. And so yeah, Zaid asking, do I know when they're going to be installing solar panels? And as of now, not really. Obviously, I think you could find out more information if you join the Bristol Airport spotting group on Facebook, but I don't think nothing's been announced just yet. And yes, so it seems like this EasyJet A320neo is going to be departing before the arriving Jet 2 737. So this A320neo there, you can see the rather large engines on board the A320neo. So this one is going to be heading to Glasgow, registered Golf Uniform Zulu Lima Bravo. And so over to Glasgow goes the A320neo, so about a 1 hour journey to Glasgow. And you can see there how far away the A320neo really is. And so you can see the traffic on the ground building up now. You've got the EasyJet, what's that, the A320neo, then the Ryanair 737-800, the Jet 2 737-800 or the 8MG, then once again another Jet 2 737 with 2 different liveries you can see there. Got the Holidays livery and then the standard silverish red livery, and the TUI Max 8. So a couple of 737-800s there, or just 737s in general, but an arrival inbound. And you can see there the Jet 2 737-800 struggling there when coming on the final approach. You can see they're shaking quite a bit there, dealing with the 11 knots per hour winds at Bristol Airport. And yeah, so Abraham's saying they should get rid of the second fence. Well, I totally agree, but obviously due to safety concerns, I think it is better for us to have a bit of a distance. Otherwise, we'd be way too close to the runway, and I think that'd be a bit of a security risk. So on departure, we'll give the info after this departure actually. Yes, so some info on this jet. So it's the Beech B200 Super King, and that's heading to Haverfordwest. So the jet is registered. Sorry, let me sit the camera down there. So it's the registered Golf Foxtrot Lima Yankee Kilo. That's in case you're wondering. Nice shot. The EasyJet A320neo and the Ryanair 737-800, as well as the ATC tower right behind. And so next arrival in 3 minutes time, so that's gonna be, let's check, that's gonna be the EasyJet A320neo from Malaga. Obviously we'll repeat that the info on that jet very soon as it comes to its final approach, but as of now just gonna watch this Jet 2 737-800 that's heading into the gate area. The marshals marshalling in the Jet 2 737-800. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it, but you can see there that's parked at the gate area. And Tim saying that's a destination we don't hear too often. Well, in fact, I've never heard of that area or that place in my life. And yeah, so Tim's saying that was deepest West Wales. Yeah, I've never ever heard of that, but thank you for the info, Tim. It's a rare destination, I guess. But the three budget airlines currently in the shot: the Jet2, 737, the EasyJet A320neo, and the Ryanair 737. You can see all doors open on board the EasyJet and the Ryanair jets, so they should be departing very soon. Obviously, I believe they're going to start boarding very soon. But the EasyJet A320neo inbound. And yeah, so bound from Malaga on its 2-hour and 22-minute long journey is the A320neo registered Golf Uniform Zulu Lima Delta. And Tim, don't worry, it's not really useful. I mean, potentially a live stream there. Never know. But yeah, I wouldn't think it's too busy if it's in West Wales. But yeah, keep the facts coming, Tim. Yeah, we do like them. So that's the A320neo vacating off the runway after a arrival from runway 09. And so in 4 minutes time we've got the Ryanair 737-800 arriving from Alicante. It's a 2-hour and 2-minute long journey so far, so we'll see that arrive. And I'll check now for the next departures. Obviously it is getting quite crowded at Bristol. And so we've got an EasyJet A320-200. That's going to be departing to Malaga. It was supposed to depart at 12:20, but that's been pushed back to 12:30. But now the time's not updating, and that's obviously it's still on the ground somewhere around here. I think that's been suffering from a delay. I'm not quite sure which jet that would be though. But that's that, and then we've got the EasyJet A320-200 that was supposed to be heading to Belfast, let's see, 18 minutes ago. That's been pushed back until 10:02, so 2 minutes time actually. I've got my eyes on two EasyJet aircraft which I believe are going to be departing very soon. You've got this one right here, which I could see the lights on board the jet. They're active, so it does say something. And then you've got, which one was it? Let's see. Oh no, it wasn't. Sorry, this one was the one that I was talking about. so both jets have their lights active, so they should be departing very soon. A bit of a strange place for this EasyJet aircraft to be holding in place. So Tim's saying Haverfordwest has the grand total of 1 arrival and 1 departure scheduled for today. Oh wow, that's a really busy airport there. I don't know. I think that's an airport we might have to visit, Tim. No, not much different to Cardiff Airport, really. I mean, what, 6 jets? It's obviously not too busy. And yes, sorry about that. And yeah, so sorry about that. The camera just switched off there. Not too sure why, but I think we're back. Just someone please confirm in the live chat. But yes, just in time for the Ryanair 737-800's arrival. So that was arriving from, let's see, from Alicante. That's registered Echo India, Echo Foxtrot X-ray. But yeah, sorry about that. And Tim was asking, it's night time in Bristol now. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh yeah, thank you so much for confirming. So yes, the Ryanair 737. That's heading into the gate area. It's on the opposite side of the airport, so we can just about see it there. Then we should be seeing some departures right about now. Obviously, a couple of delays at Bristol, which is not amazing, put it that way. But I mean, nothing much we can do. But wait, really. I mean, the doors on this EasyJet, the 320, have been closed now. They were once opened, so perhaps this jet will be heading up very soon. I'd assume there'd be a bus come and to come and obviously drop the passengers off. So just waiting for the next runway movement. Where are the jets when you need them? Come on, we need some action at Bristol. And so just picking up now is an EasyJet A320neo registered Golf Uniform Zulu Lima Delta, and that is this jet right here, I believe. And two more picking up on the ground, so it's gonna be, let's see. So this Ryanair 787-800 also picking up, no route available, but that is registered Echo India, Echo November Papa. Let's focus on the prop plane actually. And yeah, at least we're getting some prop plane action at Bristol Airport, just keeping us company whilst we wait for all of the bigger jets. Obviously the biggest jet we could see at Bristol Airport, not being operated today. I think it was operated earlier on actually, the 787 Dreamliner that was operated by TUI. I think that was a delay of about 2 hours before it had departed, if I checked the schedule correctly. So we've got Jet 277 also pinging up on the radar, which if I were to assume, I'd believe it's this one with the holidays livery. Obviously you can see the rear doors closed now. See stair tracks being removed. Still got the fuel truck. So I'd say give it about 5-10 minutes perhaps, and we'll check back on that one. We'll just focus on this this parked A320-200 aircraft. Obviously it is nice and close to us, so we get to admire it parked on the stand. Yes, so everything I see saying what are we doing for my exams. While that, well, I've got currently got physics coming up soon. I got a couple of maths exams, and got English also. That's English writing. So a few coming up for my exams, but yes. So. And we've got an arrival inbound. Didn't quite see that one. yes, so I wasn't quite aware of that arrival, in fact. So we'll read you the info on that jet there. So it's the so the Jet 2 737-800 arrived from that's the aircraft that arrived from Alicante, registered Golf Juliet Zulu Bravo Lima. So as well as that Jet 2, you got 4 other aircraft picking up on the ground, but only one of them has the route available, and that's going to be the EasyJet A320-200, which is heading to Malaga very soon. Not too sure which aircraft that is, though. I believe it's one of these two. Just based off where the icon of the jet is showing on flight radar. Well, Tim, I just want them to be over, honestly. As soon as the exams are over, we'll be back at least 3 times a weekly streaming, which will be amazing. I've always wanted to do it as often as possible, but obviously the exams are holding me back. But yeah, mid-June period, that's when we'll be in our prime, we'll be streaming as much as often. But yeah, we'll release a schedule very soon as we've sorted everything out and found out when the days that we're free to go on, and then we'll let you all know. Looking to well, so far we're looking to do London Heathrow as usual, Bristol occasionally, London Luton as well. Obviously we're aware there's no streamers at London Luton, so it'd be nice to make that a nice and frequent live stream on our channel. Looking at doing Gatwick. Obviously still no information on spotting locations. As we said in the past couple of live streams, contacted people but no response, so a bit of a shame. And yeah, that's about the main airports that we'd like to visit, obviously, with the occasional special visit to other airports which you haven't been to. Obviously we want to keep doing London City, but it's a bit quiet sometimes, so it's not the best, and we don't really want to bore everyone with no action at all. But there is the Jet 277 that's parked at the gate area. More of the stand, really. And well, we've got a pushed back EasyJet aircraft, and I think it's the A320-200 I was on about earlier. And so that's the Malaga bound jet, I believe. But yeah, we'll focus on the action at the gate here. Obviously loads more aircraft to see now over here, so we'll focus on that departing jet very soon as it comes a bit closer. But as of now, probably doing the pre-flight checks. So I give it about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, and then it should be on its way over to runway 09 for departure. But yes, so I'd just like to apologise for the adverts that you might be experiencing during the live stream. That's YouTube automatically putting them on. We're looking to work around them, because we know how frustrating it can be when a jet's arriving and all of a sudden you've got a minute-long advert. But yeah, we're looking to stop that, so we'll try our best. Just going to be doing some research, obviously, after the stream today. But looking to do a short one today, obviously not too long. And well, we've got an arrival inbound, so before any departures we'll focus on the arriving jet action. That was a nice touchdown there from the EasyJet aircraft. I think that was the A320, but I didn't quite check on that. As, well, I didn't realise that was one of the aircrafts that we'd see arrive. But I'll find the info on that now. And yes, so the EasyJet A320-200 that had arrived there from Split is registered Golf Echo Zulu Romeo Yankee. That's in case you're wondering. I was looking at the schedule actually yesterday, and we've got a TUI, I think it was a Max, or it was the 737-800. I'm not too sure, but either way, it was a TUI 737 with a Sunwing sticker on the side of it. Just the Sunwing sticker, not the colours, not the orange colours on the side of the aircraft. But that's an aircraft that we'll look out for. I'm not too sure if it's on the ground or if it was an arrival. I can't quite remember, but we'll keep our eyes peeled for that. So the aircraft that we'd seen pushed back, the A320-200. This one here, heading to Malaga, registered Golf Echo Zulu Oscar X-Ray. And so Tim, the DAT-ATR, definitely not the next jet inbound, as we've got a prop plane right there with a very, very late landing, completely missed the touchdown markers, but easier now. Using just half the runway, it seems to stop, unless it's going to be a touch and go. Yeah, definitely not the smoothest of touchdowns there for the prop engined plane. But yes, the A320-200 there sitting on the taxiway, waiting in line just before the arrival of the DAT-ATR 72-500. And Planecaster, good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing very well. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, we admire your hard work as well over at Bristol Airport. Obviously, we were watching on yesterday, and it was a great stream. Loads of action, and we too love the planes flying right over you. So yeah, big thumbs up. And if you like the Bristol action and would like to check or see some more action, make sure to check out Planecaster's channel. Obviously, he's going live every Friday from Bristol. So big thumbs up to you, Planecaster, and yeah, keep up with the hard work, of course. But your arrival inbound. And I'm not too sure if the passengers on board that jet are going to be too happy with that landing. Yeah, that was a very bumpy landing there, as you can see there. Almost thought you'd go around. But yeah, so the DAT ATR 72-500 operating on behalf of Aer Lingus, if you're new and didn't know. And yes, so the West Spotter. Yes, so we're currently standing on top of a van. Obviously, you can still spot here at Bristol Airport without a ladder or a van, but it is going to be quite hard. You're going to have a couple of fences in the way. So, well, I mean, we'd recommend a ladder of some sort if you were to come to Bristol. But, well, yeah, I think a ladder would be an issue if you're travelling all the way over from Ireland. But moving on, the A320-200 to Malaga, just lining up at runway 09. And off to Malaga that goes. You've got an A319 up next. That's for departure. So that's gone there, the A319 heading to Palma de Mallorca, so looking at about a 2-hour long journey. And yes, so the West Spotter, no worries. But yeah, the fences are a bit of a pain, but obviously if you're on top of something, there is no issues really. And yes, so this here is the EasyJet A319 registered Oscar Echo Lima Quebec Juliet, and this will be heading to Toulouse. So I'm looking about a total flight time of about 1 hour and 30 minutes. So getting nice and close to the A319. I know loads of us like the close-up shots, that's including me. But well, it's going to be holding short with the prop engine plane. There that was. No info on the prop planes that are operating at Bristol Airport. Obviously not pinging up on flight radar, which is unfortunate, but I think they're just doing circles around Bristol, honestly. Seems to be the same jets that keep coming and going. But back to the A319, I'll be heading to Toulouse. And a nice shot there. Obviously, as Planecaster was saying, the views of Wales just behind the taxiing A319. And well, the pilots have definitely got somewhere to be. Obviously, immediate departure out of runway 09 here at Bristol. And so those are two departures. Obviously, one arrival of the DAT-ATR, which well, can't quite see here. I'm not quite sure where that's parked. I believe that's on the opposite side of the airport. But we got an EasyJet there. That's going to be going for departure very soon. But well, first up, we got an arrival. And yes, so I'm just gonna get this, well, the information on these, or this arriving jet, and then we'll we'll read the chat. So the Jet 2 737-800 that had just arrived from Palma de Mallorca this year, registered Golf Juliet Zulu Hotel Sierra, and well, we've got taxiing jet now. And yes, so Toby, good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us. The weather is indeed nice today, I must say. It's nice and warm, unusual for the UK, but obviously enjoying it with a bit of plane spotting. And well, so big thank you, Tim, for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Tim, for the support. I mean, your support is immaculate, Tim. I mean, you're already moderating, and that is enough, really. But yeah, big thank you so much, Tim. And yeah, I hope all of the viewers that have just been gifted the membership enjoy the special perks. Obviously, special emojis that you could pick from. Obviously, if you go to the bottom left emoji, you can see the exclusive perks that you get. That's stickers and obviously the support to the channel, and then member exclusive community posts. But yeah, big thank you, Tim, so much. And so Solarhawk, good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us. Hope you you enjoy the traffic action at Bristol Airport. So you got one departure inbound. So this here seems to be the A320-200. I'll check on that though in a minute. Okay. And yes, so it is the A320-200 this year. Will be departing to Belfast. And the registration on board this jet today is Golf Echo Zulu Tango Juliet. And so this here holding short for the arriving jet, which we'll give some info on in a minute. So bear with me, I'm just trying to get my flight radar app to start loading things up. It's being a bit of a pain, really. But that jet there just arrived, the EasyJet A320-200 from Inverness, and that was registered Golf Echo Zulu Papa Echo. And so we've got 2 aircraft that are set to be departing very soon after this one right now. And yes, so a couple of movements now on the ground there. So you've got the what's that, the A320neo there on the opposite side. I think that's going into the gate area. Then we've got this here. I think that's the A321. I think that's the neo version as well. And I'm not sure where that's going. Then you Jet 277. That's also moving on the ground, as well as this departing jet, the EasyJet A319. And Tim, thank you so much for the info. I currently haven't got my flight radar app, so I wouldn't have actually known that was on finals. I can see it now, so we'll focus on that now. And over-exaggerating that flare there was the KLM E190 from Amsterdam, as Tim has said in the live chat. Nice and smooth touchdown there from the KLM E190. I mean, they never fail to disappoint when coming to the arrivals or the landings. So Brian Williams, good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're doing very well. And heading to Faro is the A319 registered Golf Echo Zulu Oscar November. So if you guys want me to capture any of the aircraft above us, please let me know, because we've currently got one. I'm trying to find where it is on the camera screen. It should be here somewhere. No, never mind about that. It's just an aircraft right above us, which was trying to focus on. I can just about see the orange of the aircraft, so I'd assume it's an EasyJet aircraft. But we've got two Emax 8 heading to Paphos, picking up right now. And so moving quite slowly there is the A320-200, and as you can see there, that's registered Golf Echo Zulu Whiskey Hotel. And yeah, so it's taxiing quite slow because of a prop-engined aircraft that's just about to arrive. And so the TUI Max 8 that's going to be departing is pushed back now, or it's currently pushing back. And the A320-200 just holding short there. But just like to take this time to let you all know that you can support the channel by liking and subscribing, completely free, and you can always change your mind if you so wish to. But your support does mean a lot, and it really does help the growth of the channel. So I'd encourage you to subscribe and like to the channel. Obviously, if you're already subscribed, I'd like you to check out our other social pages. That's Instagram, Facebook, which we've just started now, and they can all be found in our About page. But obviously no pressure, it's just if you'd like to support the channel. And so Amans, good afternoon to you. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure. I do apologise if I mispronounced it. And well, we've got two TUI jets, it seems, that are going to be departing very soon. I can see one being towed away, a Max 8, and then I can see another Max 8 that's currently taxiing now. I think that's a Max 8 at least. And the reason why they say 320-200 is holding short is because of an arriving jet. And well, if you like TUI, you'll be happy to know we got that's 3 aircraft now on the ground. This 737-800, which had just arrived, which is, let me find out for you all. Yes, so some info on that. So it's the TUI 737-800 with the split scimitar winglets that had arrived from Verona, registered Golf Tango Alpha Whiskey Oscar. And then we've got the Max 8 there, it's also making its way over to runway 09, this time for departure. We've got a Jet 2 737-800 that's also going to be departing very soon. That's being pushed back now, and then a TUI 737-8. Is that 8? No, that's the TUI 737 Max 8, which is just having the pushback truck detached from the nose of the jet. So the A320-200 operated by EasyJet is going to be heading to Marseille, and it's registered Golf Echo Zulu Whiskey Hotel. Off to Marseille goes the A320-200. But yes, so the 737 TUI jet that had arrived, obviously making its way over to the gate area. Then, as I was saying, the Jet 2 737-800 that had been pushed back right there. Then the TUI Max 8 also ready to head over to runway 09. That's taxiing. And then the TUI Max 8 that's just lined up now. That's runway 09 in use for departures and arrivals. I'll give you some info on that jet after its departure. the TUI 737 MAX 8 that's just in the air now. The jet that we're focusing on now is heading to course, and it's registered Golf Tango uniform. And uniform, yes, sorry about that. My flight radar is bugging quite a bit. But yes, so the next departure, which we should see, is the Jet2 737-800, then the TUI 737 MAX. And then, I'm not too sure what after. But I do apologise if I'm a bit late with responding to the live chat. Obviously it is difficult to be managing the camera, checking out the schedule and the arriving and departing jets, obviously watching out for the jets of course, and then reading the live chat. So onto the live chat now. So first, just like to welcome all of our viewers that are just joining us now at Bristol Airport for the action. Hope you're doing very well and hope you're all enjoying the Bristol action. I'd also like to welcome Solarhawk to Premium Economy. Hope you enjoy the perks, Solarhawk, and thank you so much for joining Premium Economy and supporting the channel. We really do appreciate it, and we obviously hope you enjoy the stickers. And then Toby's saying, I'm flying from Bristol next month for a birthday trip to Girona with the Ryanair. So well, happy early birthday to you, Toby, and hope you enjoy your trip. Obviously stay safe and make the most of it, I guess. Be an amazing trip. But yes, anyway, then we'll move on. With, yes, so Tim with the info and the next jets that we should see. And yes, so Tim saying got an arriving jet 8 minutes out, and that's going to be a Ryanair. And when there's an arriving Ryanair, there's going to be a departing one. So you can see this, well, not you can see, but we'll focus on that later. There's a Ryanair 737-800, which is just pushed back. So it seems as if Ryanair are playing with that one slot that they have. But as of now, 3 jets for departure, including this one. So the Jet2 737-800 heading to Antalya, registered Golf Juliet Zulu Hotel Lima. And so just focusing now on the TUI 737 MAX 8, you can tell by the engines. You can see the sort of zigzags on the covers, and that's to reduce the noise produced from the engines. And so the registration can be seen right here. See on the pretty much the tail of the jet. But this MAX 8 will be heading to Paphos. And yes, so the West Spotter, well, I wish you a pleasant journey, and if you come into Planespot at Bristol, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Obviously, they've done a lot now for these spotters. New sort, well, I say concrete, it's more of a rocky path, so you can just sit and watch the action, and then there's parking. So, adding loads for the spotters, but I'm sure you will enjoy it. So, a safe journey to you, the West Spotter. So the TUI 77 MAX 8 is going to be cleared for departure. And Cosmo Joe saying you can already hear the Jesklin already. I would sing it for you, but my voice is not too good, and copyright issues. So yeah, I would have loved to sing the theme tune for you. Doing a bit of a sponsorship for Jet2, it seems. But yeah, the Ryanair 737-800 that's taxiing to runway 09. And Solar Hawk saying there should be a cafe there as well, I reckon. Yeah, it would be amazing. Could you imagine a cafe at the bottom, a spotter's lounge on the top, a nice well over the fences. But the Ryanair 737-800 that's taxiing to 09, I think they'll be holding short of the well, for the other Ryanair jet that will be inbound. As Tim was saying. And yeah, it does seem like it will be. Obviously, the incoming Ryanair from not from Bristol, it'll be arriving at Bristol from Barcelona on its 1 hour and 49 minute long journey is currently seconds away from our view. So yeah, you can see already the this departing Ryanair is going to be holding short. But anyway, the arriving Ryanair is registered Echo India Delta Whiskey Juliet, if you're wondering. And Tim, I think you'll find that there is plenty of room for parking. Obviously, if you come at the right time, it is pretty busy right now. But potentially, Tim, potentially. So we've got a question to all of our viewers, obviously members as well. Well, members mainly. What's it called? What new sticker would you like us to add? Obviously, we need a couple of more members before we can add our next sticker. I think it's three more. Obviously, you unlock stages for the amount of stickers that you can unlock. But what sticker would you like? Because we're thinking about doing a TUI logo sticker or a Ryanair logo sticker. I mean, we've got both. Also got Qantas and all of those jets, but we're currently just trying to find stickers for the most frequent jets that we see across all airports. So yeah, make sure to let us know in the live chat, of course. so Solar Hawk saying 737 one would be good. Okay, we'll look into that. I can do a bit of editing, of course, and try and create one. So yeah, so make sure to list your suggestions in the live chat. Obviously, we most likely will release a community post asking our members, of course, as well after the live stream. But as of now, just watch this departure. So trying to look for the TUI 737 with the Sunwing logo or sticker more of on the side of the jet. I don't know if it's me getting impatient or it's just TUI with a classic delay. Let me check on the radar. So I'll leave you guys on these two jets, the Jet 2 and the TUI 737s. Wait, so yeah, I thought I'd been lied to by the radar, but it said that the TUI that we just seen depart is the one featuring that TUI, that Sunwing sticker, according to the image. Not sure if it's me that didn't pay attention, but that's interesting. Either it might be on the other side of the jet, or perhaps it's been removed. I'm not too sure, but that's interesting. So the Jet 2 737-800 you can see being worked on in the distance. I'll check the chat now. And so Edney, good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us from Bristol, not from Bristol, from Brazil. So I hope you're enjoying the action over here at Bristol Airport. And so it seems, let's see, there's a Ryanair. So this one I believe is the one that just arrived. That's parked at the gates, and then there's one all the way in the distance there, which I think will be heading out. Yeah, it does seem to be. I think that's been pushed back. So that's one of the next jets we'll see depart. Actually, never mind. We've got a Jet 2 737-800 on pushback now. Yeah, so the West Spot is saying it could be an old image. The image was taken March. Yeah, I think it might be. Most likely they've just swapped the liveries around and just left the sticker on. Operated the aircraft. Somebody's taken a picture of it and then they've swapped the logo. So. But the pushback now. And so you can see in the background of the Jet 2 737-800 that's just been pushed back, there's the KLM 190 boarding the passengers. You can see they're walking on the tarmac there. Classic Ryanair style. And no jet bridges available at Bristol Airport. Hence why they use the stairs and board just manually by walking over to the aircraft. So going off the topic a bit, well, not really, still on aviation action. There's one jet that I'd love to see at some point. I don't know if it's still in operation, but it's the Ryanair 737-800 with the Boeing livery. I know it's been operated at Bristol once before. It's something I'd love to see. Simply don't know why. I think it'd just be an amazing catch, really. But a bit weird, really. I don't know why I like that livery too much. Perhaps I need to visit Stansted at some point just to capture all the Ryanair jets. Obviously, Stansted being Ryanair's main base, so most likely all of the jets can be seen there. And so the West Spot is saying, did everyone hear about Jet2's new base at Liverpool starting next year, 20 destinations? Yeah, I actually heard about that. I think it's 4 aircrafts that they said they would obviously base there. So yeah, it's great to see Jet2 thriving nowadays. I mean, they've got the A321neo's new aircrafts that are coming up for the airliner. In fact, recently they purchased a 737-800 with split scimitar winglets on. It's new. I was off another airline, I can't quite remember which it was. But yeah, nevertheless, you can tell Jet2 is doing really well. And yeah, so Alexander Watt is saying the livery was repainted back into the normal scheme. Oh, that's a shame. It's almost like a special livery, really. Changed from the casual blue and yellow striped, or should I say blue belly with the yellow stripe. So Echo India Delta Charlie Lima hasn't flown in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's oof. Hope it's still in service, but I'm pretty sure it was quite an old jet. But I do check the arrivals and departures from St. Athens, which is also a scrapyard that's located in well, near Cardiff, pretty much right next to the airport, in fact. And obviously I do know there is loads of other scrapyards, but I haven't seen any Ryanairs being sent there. So perhaps it's still in action, just probably undergoing maintenance or something like that. And so Mopar Loves, good afternoon to you, thanks for joining us. And saying BRS reminds him of New Jersey with the totally open air boarding. I mean, that's pretty much the same with London Stansted. I mean, I've flown there with Ryanair from Stansted quite a lot. Obviously, it's absolutely nothing but a stair track. You just pretty much walk to the aircraft, which I do like. I mean, you get such amazing views of the jet before you get on it. But yes, so just looking at why this Ryanair jet's holding, it's either he's trying to get clearance to line up, or there's an arriving jet, so I'll check now. And no, doesn't seem to be anything blocking this Ryanair 737-800 registered Echo India Echo Foxtrot X-Ray. I think it was a matter of clearance, really, but anyway, this jet will be heading to Palma de Mallorca, so total flight time about 2 hours and 30 minutes. And 4 jets currently pinging up on the radar. So the TUI 737 MAX 8, then the Jet2 737-800, then the ATR 72-500, as well as this Ryanair 737-800. And so Theo Jr., good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing very well. Thank you so much for joining, and we hope you're enjoying the stream so far. And so from Brazil, must be a change from the LATAM jets that I'd assume you'd be seeing at the airports over in Brazil. Logging Road King, good afternoon to you. Saying lovely location. It is especially nice because we're well above the fences, so nothing obstructing our view. Just us and the aircraft. But nice close up on the nose of the jet before departure. So the Jet 2 737-800 now, just lining up runway 09 for departure. So the 737-800 registered Golf Juliet Zulu Hotel Yankee, heading to Tenerife there. And so off to Tenerife goes the 737-800. And then Tom, a good afternoon to you. Just realised parked in front of you and the boys copying you with standing on the roof. Yeah, I think we'll do anything really to get the best views possible at Bristol Airport. It's a bit of a shame about the new fences though, I must say. But no, well, not really affecting us at the moment, which is great news for us really. But good way to get above the fences there, just standing on top of a caravan. So the TUI Max 8 there, that's taxiing over for departure. And then can't quite see any more departures, so we should be on to arrivals hopefully. But I do know the ATR 72-500, which Jacob Danes was saying is the Dutch Airlines transportation airliner that's operating on behalf of Aer Lingus. That's pinging up on flight radar. Obviously no route available for where it's going to be headed to, but it is operating on behalf of Aer Lingus, as I just said, so it's most likely going to be heading back to Dublin. But yes. But yeah, big shout out to Jacob Danes for the information. So welcome to the stream, and we hope you are enjoying the stream so far. And the West Spotter saying that DCL might be getting the split scimitar winglets. Yeah, I know. I think Ryanair spent a whopping amount of money on installing or fitting in the split scimitar winglets on all of their jets, and that's to help with the emissions and the fuel efficiency. So obviously big news for Ryanair as well, purchasing I think it's 300 737 MAX 10s, or in negotiations of purchasing them. And Jacob Dane saying he loves Bristol, and it's the same with us really. I mean, it's great that we're located near Bristol, obviously just an hour away, so a quick drive down to the spot in location, and then we'll be on for some streaming for you all. But you can see there the TUI MAX 8 lining up now. Give you some info on that. So it's the TUI 737 MAX 8 that's heading to Dalman. And seems as if he's cleared for departure. Never mind, cleared for lineup, and he's halted on the runway there. So just getting clearance. And yes, cleared for departure now for the MAX 8. And you can see they're struggling with the lift off. The rear end of the jet, so the tail coming very close to the runway. Yeah, you could tell somebody's got or evaded the baggage allowance at TUI. But yeah, so we're just checking out flight radar to see the next actions. And so we've got a TUI 737 MAX 8 from Palma de Mallorca in 6 minutes. Then we've got, we might see a Dublin jet, so the Aer Lingus A320-200 with the retro livery cross over Bristol Airport. So if we do see that, I'll try and focus on that. Checking out the ATR 72-500 that's just parked there. It's pinging up on flight radar, but nothing is happening on the ground. So it should be pushing back very soon, and then all of the flight information will be logged onto flight radar, and it will be up in the sky very soon. It seems as if the KLM E190 is finished boarding. I see rear doors closed. The stair truck still attached to the jets, but that should be departing in about 10 minutes time, I'd say. 10-15 minutes, really just depends on how long the ground crew takes on working on the jet. And yeah, Tim, no luck with that the A400M. Can't quite see it in the sky. It's pretty far from us. Just trying to see with my own eyes, but don't seem to see it anywhere. Nice shot of the two Jet 2 737-800s parked at Bristol Airport. Currently 3 Jet 2s parked on the ground. But 2 minutes time for the MAX 8 that is set to arrive at runway 09. And yeah, the west spot, I did hear about that. It's great for the airport. I mean, we can, well, the airport can invest in bigger stands for bigger aircraft. Obviously, I think currently we've got 2 stands for bigger aircraft, such as the 787s and the A330s, but no airlines operating them apart from TUI. It would be nice to see a larger aircraft operate at Bristol Airport daily. So you can see there the catering truck attached to the Jet 2 737-800. You've got 2 stage tracks and a bunch of ground crew vehicles surrounding the aircraft. In fact, I think I'm going to get a turboprop aircraft. Not too sure if it is. Perhaps a helicopter, I'm not too sure, but if we do see that, we'll make sure to focus on that. And so the TUI 737 MAX 8 on final approach from Palma de Mallorca, total flight time of 2 hours on this journey. The registration aboard that jet is going to be Golf Tango Uniform Mike Golf. So you can see there the rear stair truck that's been removed from the KLM E190, which will be heading to Amsterdam. The KLM only operating from Bristol to Amsterdam, and that's about 3 times daily, 3 to 2 times. I think yesterday the E75L was cancelled. That was in the morning. And you can see the DAT ATR 72-500 with the engines on. That's on the opposite side of the airfield, but we can just about see it from our view. So that's going to be pushed back and then going to be departing. But I must say the traffic seems to be quieting down at Bristol Airport. I mean, you've got one EasyJet inbound for arrival. It's about 2 minutes out. And then the ATR, of course, for departure. And then I think that'll be about it. So I'm just going to check flight radar to see what we can see in the next couple of minutes or so. And so you can see they're back into the gate area is the 737 MAX 8. Hello. Yeah. How are you guys finding the live stream?
Yeah, very good.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty local to the area, of course, so I mean, we've just come down to Bristol Airport, so we're just based in Cardiff, so yeah. It's really a local airport that's pretty busy, so we thought, you know, we'd come occasionally to put out a live stream for our viewers. Pardon? Yeah, we go to London Heathrow quite often, London Luton as well. Looking at doing Gatwick soon, but it's all really the case with where to spot from. At Heathrow, it's more of there's one location in particular which we visit, but when they're using a different runway, we can't really see much. Gatwick, we're still trying to find a spot. I mean, we've been talking to people and nobody's really responded to us, so. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. Just talking to one of the fellow plane spotters that's currently a subscriber to the channel, so big thank you to you. And also a big thank you to everyone that's watching us right now and enjoying the stream so far. And so, some info on the next couple of jets that are inbound. So we've got the EasyJet A320-200 arriving from Funchal on a 3-hour and 32-minute long journey. That's going to be registered Golf Echo Zulu Whiskey X-Ray. And then the ATR on its way. So I think we might be leaving after this ATR. It does seem to be very quiet after these last two jets. Sorry about that. Just trying to look at the live chat. Give me a minute. But blank white livery. So that's plain, the ATR 72-500. Obviously, we saw it land earlier, and it was very, very, very bouncy. Definitely not the usual Aer Lingus ATR 72 landing. But yes, I think the last two jets we'll capture, and then we'll be off. But the A320-200. And sorry, I missed quite a lot of the chat, so I'm just catching up. We'll leave the camera pointed here, and then I'll read the live chat. And the West Spotter saying Play Airlines from Keflavik would be nice. Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, it'd add to the Ranger Airlines we see at Bristol. Probably be using an A320neo, I'd assume, if they were to operate. And Jacob, I'm not too sure if hot air balloons count as aviation. I mean, it's in the sky, so I'd assume so. I mean, we've seen one at Luton Airport before. We were there and we saw a couple of hot air balloons near the approach pattern of the airport, which was quite interesting. But I'd class it as aviation. Yes, so Abraham, that EasyJet had arrived from Funkal. And Mopar saying that after the ATR there should be an hour till the next arrival. So yeah, we'll capture this last jet and then we'll be off. So we'll get a nice close-up shot of it. And so Solar Hawk saying, nice to see you again, enjoyed this stream, will you be next? So firstly glad to hear that you've enjoyed the stream at Bristol Airport. I mean, we do like to go here, and it does seem like a lot of you do appreciate these streams at Bristol. So as of now, we were looking to do a Heathrow stream, but currently it's runway 09 operations, and we haven't exactly got the best view for those aircraft that would be landing. So it's either going to be between London Luton, possibly another Bristol, or we might go with Gatwick. We have got one spot in mind, but it is not the best. But if they do use the runway we would like, or the side they would like, then we would go there. It would be nice. Obviously they'd be flying over us, and that would be amazing. But it's between those three, so Luton, Gatwick and Bristol. That's unless London Heathrow choose to use runway 27 on the weekend, but as of now it doesn't look like it. And Jacob saying, can you do Norwich live stream? Well, we'll look into that. Obviously, if it's a busy airport, we'll definitely go there. But we're just trying to look at airports that are quite busy and have a couple of planes to spot from. You know, we don't really want it to be quiet and boring, so we'll definitely look into it, Jacob. So there is the ATR 72-500. So Tim saying, I'll have to get to you to Manchester soon. I mean, we would love to go to Manchester. I think it's just a bit overcrowded with plane spotters. There's not really a slot available, and we don't really want to clash in times with other spotters. So we'll try and find a spot in which we wouldn't clash with anyone, but we really would like to go to Manchester. Like, I do love spotting there, see, at the south side, but yeah, it's all about who's streaming and when. So we'll look into that as well, Tim. But yes. So I think we're going to leave it off there. Just like to thank everyone for joining us and obviously supporting the channel. Big thank you to Tim with the 5 gifted memberships, and obviously just your presence of being a moderator. We really do appreciate it, Tim. We also would like to thank all of the new viewers, the new subscribers that we've gained during the course of this live stream. We hope you all enjoyed the stream from Bristol. We'll definitely be back. Well, it is local to us, and so we will continue streaming from Bristol as much as possible. But we'll see you during our next live stream. Also, we'll post a community post as to where and when we'll be going. But as of now, take care, guys, and we hope to see you during our next live stream. So hope you're all going to be doing well, and we hope to see you there.